I'm a full-time video editor for YouTube channels with over 1 million subscribers, but I'm colorblind. I literally cannot see colors. Growing up, my mom labeled all of my coloring pencils so the other kids in school wouldn't make fun of me when I colored the grass red or the sun blue. Now I edit videos that get hundreds of thousands of views, and in this video I will show you how I use ChatGPT to color grade perfectly without having to ask my mom every 5 minutes. So this is my pencil case that I actually used to go to school with. And inside there are basically all of these pencils that my mom labeled when I was in school. They're obviously labeled in Dutch. We got red, purple, orange, brown, and so on. My color blindness was actually so bad that when the teacher was writing with red chalk on the dark green boards, I basically couldn't read it and I had to copy the notes from my classmates. Like, the whole reason that I have all of these labels on my coloring pencils is because I actually used to fail all of my geography tests. There would be an exercise, for example, saying color the country Spain yellow, and I would color it a different color, or color the country France blue, and I would color it a different color. Basically, that's why I failed all of my geography tests. And labeling the pencils was my way of cheating my color blindness for the first time. And when I graduated school, I became a full-time photographer. I loved making pictures of other people. Like, I really loved just making dope looking stuff. But a lot of the models that I shot pictures of, they wouldn't repost my pictures because all of them looked too yellow. Not because I couldn't work with Lightroom, just because I couldn't see the colors I was actually editing with. So basically, ever since I started making videos for like 10 plus years at this point, color grading has been extremely difficult for me. I basically always had to ask a friend or a colleague or somebody else who was into color grading, and it made me feel very incompetent. So I had no other option but to do what every other nerd would do, which was learning color graphs. You know, these waveforms, vector scopes, skin tone lines, and all the other boring nerd shit. And I mean, it all kind of worked out for me to color grade that way until last week I got checkmated by a recent project. So I got this message from a creator I started working with recently, and he was like, "What's up, Dario? For the next video, I would like my colors to look exactly like this creator." So I responded with what every other honest video editor would say, which was, "Of course, I got you, bro." But we both know I had no clue on how to actually do this. So I was messing around with the colors for like 30-40 minutes, and even I could see with my colorblind eye that, you know, it was kind of looking whack. And then I had this light bulb moment and I was like, oh, maybe ChatGPT can actually help me color grade. First of all, I provided it 2 screenshots. One being the reference picture that we want the color grade to actually look like, and 2 is a screenshot of the raw footage, just the way it looks straight out of camera. Next, I came up with a prompt asking ChatGPT to break down step by step how to color grade from the raw footage to a look that is similar to the color graded reference picture. Here you have the exact prompt. Feel free to either screenshot it or just copy it from the description. Now, this specific prompt is actually set up for Final Cut Pro, but you can just replace Final Cut Pro by any editing software you might be using. So here's how it works. ChatGPT gives me one instruction to apply. I try to follow the instruction as closely as possible in the editing software. I make a screenshot of the updated color grades. I upload that picture to ChatGPT, and it either gives me a thumbs up to proceed to the next step, or it tells me to tweak the current color grade to make sure it's actually closer to what we're aiming for. This way I bypass the quality control that I normally should be doing with my trained editor eye, which I cannot do because I'm colorblind, and I make sure that it's ChatGPT doing the actual quality control. So for this video, I'm not gonna break down all of the individual steps I did, but basically these are the different layers that I added to go from dull, ugly, low contrast footage to nicely polished, cinematic looking footage. Like, even the creator messaged me saying this is exactly what he was looking for. And when he posted it, he was even happier because the video ended up getting over 500,000 views at the time of this recording. So what is there to take away from this? Well, first of all, the technology, AI, is here to stay. So it's up to you and me as video editors to make sure that we get to use it to our advantage. So color grading like this through ChatGPT is actually not just a great way for people who are colorblind, because it's quite unlikely that you're also colorblind, but it's also a great opportunity for beginner video editors. people who are unfamiliar with all the different tools in the different editing softwares, and this way the barrier to entry for cinematic color grades just got like lowered by a whole bunch. Even this video, like the one you're watching right now, is color graded by ChatGPT. So it's super simple. You just needed 2 screenshots, one being the reference image, one being the raw footage. Then you copy paste the prompt from the description, tweak the editing software if necessary, hit enter, make the adjustments, go back and forth with ChatGPT, and hit export. By the way, you can use it for like way more than just color grading. I've actually used the same technique for removing a low background noise or hum from an AC. Like, it works great for that stuff too. And that is how I color grade as a pro without even being able to see colors. So what's your excuse for not having a good color grade? If this video was helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I've actually got plenty more real-world actionable advice that you can execute on yourself to elevate your videos or videos of your clients to the whole next level. YouTube recommends you to watch this video next. It selected this one with its algorithm specifically for you, so make sure you give it a watch next. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.